If you own and operate a greenhouse, the purpose and intent of the structure should be to optimize the growth of your crops in the most efficient manner possible. While it is true that numerous owners place their efforts on which designs are most suitable for their needs and the materials required to accommodate the design that they chose, these areas of focus will not always result in a growth structure that utilizes the least amount of energy. Regardless of design and materials, all greenhouse units will typically serve their unique purpose in creating an optimal growth environment for various types of crops. However, the true purpose and intent of a greenhouse should not be overlooked, and that is to create an optimal growing environment that not only reduces time in crop cultivation, but also saves a great deal of money. In this guide, you will be introduced to 15 tips that will allow you to successfully create a high level of efficiency and energy reduction in your greenhouse. 1. Create a conservation checklist. The costs associated with high energy usage in today's greenhouses make conservation an essential component of basic operation. According to research, the energy consumed by greenhouses is as follows annually. 75% of the total energy relates to heating and/or cooling the structure. 15% of the total energy relates to providing electricity for the unit. 10% of the total energy relates to the resources required for operation and maintenance of the unit. Based on these figures, it only makes sense to start with a conservation checklist that places an emphasis on those energy consumers that could result in the largest amount of savings. This means that you should focus on the ways to make climate control and electrical usage more efficient. Knowing what to focus on and where to start is the first step to making your greenhouse more efficient. 2. Evaluate the structure. The second step in creating an efficient greenhouse is to evaluate the structure as a whole. This is especially important if you are focusing on climate control. Cool air or warm air has the potential to escape the greenhouse easily. If you are trying to maintain a certain temperature within the greenhouse, you should understand that the losses that you experience will vary depending upon the covering of the structure as well as the age of the unit. If you are interested in heating the structure efficiently, you should consider using a covering composed of double polyethylene, which has the potential to reduce your heating costs by up to 50%. If you operate a glass greenhouse, you should consider retrofitting the structure with a double layer of polyethylene, which could reduce costs up to 60%. 3. Eliminate air leaks. In order to ensure that your greenhouse is running optimally in the area of efficiency, it is imperative that you work to eliminate any and all air leaks associated with the structure. The main place that you should start is the door or doors of the structure. It is best to utilize a special door closing unit or even to install springs on the doors so that air does not escape the unit. You should also place weather stripping around the openings of the unit, such as the doors, windows and vent units. The stripping should also be placed around openings that are near fans. If you find holes in the siding or foundation of your greenhouse, these should be repaired immediately. 4. Double the covering. 5. Implement a conserving curtain. If you want an efficient greenhouse, you should consider implementing a conserving thermal curtain. These products will produce savings anywhere from 20% to 50%. If the cost of the curtain averages around 0.50 for each square foot, you will start to experience payback within a period of 2 years. If it costs less, you will experience payback sooner. 6. Install insulation at the foundation. In order to reduce the efficiency of your greenhouse, you should take the time to insulate the foundation of the unit. It is best to use board that is constructed of polyurethane or of polystyrene. The board should have a thickness of 1 to 2 inches and should be placed approximately 18 inches beneath the ground so that it assists in reducing loss of heat. By doing this, the soil that is located on the region near the sides of the structure will increase up to a total of 10 degrees in the winter months. 7. Install insulation at the heat pipes. If you are interested in increasing the amount of heat that is contained within your greenhouse. You should insulate the area behind your heating pipes. However, it is best to use building paper that has an aluminum face, as this will assist in radiating the heat from the pipes back into the cultivation region of your greenhouse. 8. Consider the location of your structure. In order to reduce the energy consumption of your greenhouse, you should place the structure in an area that is surrounded by trees and or other types of structures. A lot of heat loss that occurs with growth structures is a result of the wind that the unit is subjected to over time. If you choose to place the building in an area that is sheltered, it is important to ensure that the building still receives the right amount of light so that the crops will continue to grow appropriately. 9. Place windbreaks around the unit. The next step to optimizing the energy efficiency of a greenhouse is to place windbreaks on the north side of the building as well as the northwest side of the structure. You could place multiple conifer trees or even a snow fence composed of plastic in these regions. This will reduce the amount of heat that is lost due to wind exposure. 10. Increase the amount of space in your greenhouse. One of the most productive methods for optimizing the efficiency of a greenhouse is to increase the amount of space that you utilize in the unit. By using benches that may be moved or peninsular-shaped units, you may improve the amount of space that you have up to 90%. If you have short crops, you may install racks that may be stacked. In addition to this, you may grow crops in baskets that may be placed on rails or overhead conveyor systems. 11. Perform regular maintenance on your heating system. If you want to save time and money by optimizing greenhouse efficiency, you should ensure that you perform regular maintenance on your heating system. You should ensure that the boiler is running optimally and is cleaned regularly. If you have a furnace, you should have it adjusted and cleaned regularly. If you have a medium-sized unit, these steps could result in saving hundreds of gallons of oil annually. 12. Utilize electronic thermostats. If you currently utilize an electronic thermostat, you should convert to an electronic model. By doing so, you will find that it is possible to save up to 500 gallons of heating fuel annually. Additionally, installing these thermostats will result in more accurate temperature readings. It has been estimated that mechanical units often read up to 2 degrees higher than electronic units annually. This could result in expenses that exceed 0.00. By switching to an electronic thermostat, you may avoid paying too much to control the climate of your structure. 13. Install fans. The next method for optimizing greenhouse efficiency is to install fans that produce an airflow that is horizontal. 14. Consider utilizing open roof cooling methods. If you spend a lot of money cooling your greenhouse, you should consider structure designs that are open roof. This type of design will eliminate the need for installing fans and high-priced cooling units. 15. Install energy lighting. Finally, if you want to optimize the level of efficiency in your greenhouse, you should install energy lighting systems. The use of incandescent bulbs and lights that are controlled by motion are considered to be productive systems that will save you hundreds of dollars annually.